Hello friends, here's an extra activity to take your Notan to the next level. You're going to need scissors, post-it notes, and a piece of paper for the background. Your post-it note should be either light or dark and contrast your background color. Here you can see I used light post-it notes, light yellow on black paper, pink on black paper, or hot pink on green paper. You want to create that harmony between light and dark. So it's a little different than the other example that I gave you. So here's my piece of paper that I found and a post-it note. And you're going to take your post-it note, right? And what you want to do is, just like the other one, is you're going to cut into it. Remember not to cut into the corners, and you want to cut out 4 shapes, one from each side. I cut out a triangle, which is geometric, an organic shape. Then I'm going to cut a geometric abstract shape that isn't in our bridges. And then I'm going to do just one more shape that's geometric and organic. So it's going to have some hard edges and some soft edges. So I did a variety of shapes. I'm going to take this and I'm going to glue it down immediately. Remember what I said about getting a piece of scrap-a-doodle paper to glue down on so I don't ruin my drawing. Make sure you keep all the little pieces that you cut out so you don't lose them. That's going to be important. So I'm going to take this, I put glue on the back, and I'm going to try and center it and glue it down in the middle of my background paper. I like the contrast, the harmony between the pink and the green. Then I'm going to put the pieces of my puzzle back together. Triangles are really tough because you think you've got it and then you don't quite have it. So let's see. So it's really going to be important to make sure these pieces are facing the right direction. So put my puzzle back together. Oh, the little bit of sticky on the post-it note sometimes makes it a little hard to pick up. So I've put my post-it back together. There's my puzzle. And now, instead of gluing those down, what I'm going to do is cut into those shapes. So let's pick the triangle first. And in this triangle, I'm going to cut out an additional triangle. I'm going to come from the outside and cut in and make sure my cut edge meets. So this should come right out. I'm going to make sure I'm still facing the right direction, that this fits in here. It does. And now, because those pieces are really small, I'm going to want to use my scrap-a-doodle paper to put the glue on. But I'm going to be really careful. I'm even going to pick it up with my glue stick so I remember which side it's on. I don't want to get mixed up. Now I flip it open like a book, and I'm going to put this down. Now the tricky part about this next level Notan is now this piece has to open like a book. Make sure it fits in my puzzle. I'm going to put my little dot of glue. I'm able to do it right on the piece of paper. You're going to have to decide that because you're the artist and it's based on your skills. And then I flipped that piece back the other way. And I'm going to do that with all 4 pieces. So I'm taking this piece. I'm going to cut out a similar geometric and organic abstract shape. It's nothing that I recognize from anywhere. That's what makes it abstract. And now I've got my 2 pieces. I gotta not lose them. I'm going to fit this piece in. I'm not going to worry about fitting in the little piece, I realize, because I can do that afterwards. Once I figured this out, I'm going to pick it up with the glue stick, move it over to my scrap-a-doodle paper, use the glue to pick it up, flip it over. Now here, after I line this up, is where I really need to make sure that this puzzle piece is facing the right direction. Look at that, it is. I'm going to touch it with the glue stick. Make sure that glue is on there. It's on the correct side. And I've opened it like a book, and I'm going to flip it back. the better your skills, the more levels of cuts you can do. You can even do cuts in that little piece if you're really skilled. Maybe I'll show you one. So I'm going to cut into this, again, an abstract shape. But this time, this one is just with hard lines. So I've cut into my corner. I'm going to make sure I'm facing the right direction. Nope, that's wrong. Okay, I've double checked it. Put this little piece down on the side, don't lose it. I'm going to pick this up with the glue stick so I don't mix up. I'm going to glue it on my scrap-a-doodle. Ooh, that sticky note makes it a little hard to pick up. It's okay if you struggle. We all struggle. That's how we learn. I'm going to put this down. Okay, you don't have to use Post-it notes. Then this would go in here, right? I'm going to fit the pieces together. And if I'm really, really, really ambitious, I'm going to cut another shape into here. So I'm going to cut another shape into here. And now I'm going to make sure this puzzle piece works. Come back over here on my scrap-a-doodle. Pick it up. It's flipped open like a book. Now it goes back in the opposite direction. Now I'm going to make sure this little piece fits in here. Nope. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to touch it with the glue and pick it up. That way I don't mix up what side. Pick that up, and the glue side goes down facing the opposite direction. Wonder how many times you can go back and forth. And then I'm going to do my organic abstract shape. It's abstract because it doesn't resemble anything I really know. And I'm going to make sure this puzzle piece fits in here. I'm going to dot it with glue to pick it up so I don't mix up sides. Gluing it on my scrap-a-doodle paper. If your scrap-a-doodle paper gets really messy, what you can do, what I showed you in school, and I'll show you again here, because I noticed I got a little glue on the front side of my artwork, which makes me a little sad. I'm going to take this piece of scrap-a-doodle paper. You can see I did that before. I folded it. I'm going to fold it again, so the messy side is facing in. Now I still have some scrap-a-doodle. I'm going to check my puzzle piece. Does it fit? It does, right? Do I want to do another cut in there? I can if I'm feeling ambitious. I can do even another little cut. Ooh, that is small. That's going to be hard to keep track of. Better not lose it. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to pick it up. I know it fits. Pick it up with the glue stick. Glue it on my scrap-a-doodle. Now I'm sure which side goes down because I picked it up with my glue stick. Now I got to fit this tiny itty-bitty piece in. Ooh, my fingers are getting sticky, aren't they? So that fits like that. I can't even fit it over there. This is my last piece. So it fits there. I've glued it right on my finger, and I'm going to put it down. You got to be a creative problem solver and figure out how. Use the tip of my scissors to hold it down. And there you go. That's a more complex Notan. And here's another one. And then I did one where I cut out the heart. And what's different about this one is I didn't glue on the pieces that I cut out, but I did in fact use them. All these pieces fit together to create an extra scrap-a-doodle. And then I tried some where I cut out different shapes. So you can really have a lot of fun with it. I hope you enjoy the extra activities and have a great day.